Session 3 is going to be views from 4 MaaS providers. So MaaS isn't a future concept. In some ways it's here already. I'd like to introduce the first speaker. By the way, there are chairs, seats over here where you'll be able to hear very well. Over on this side of the room. Because you'll want to hear our first speaker particularly. It's Kai. Thank you. Kai's worked for the past 16 years in several digital service creation, consultancy and marketing agencies. He's been working with several global companies in varying industries like telecom, gaming, communications and construction. His focus is trying the best possible end-user experience with new business opportunities. Today, he's here as the Chief Customer Experience Officer of MaaS Global. You're welcome, Kai.
Sorry to break your lunch, but I'm really excited, honored to be here today. My name is Pyyhtia, as mentioned. I'm the CXO, Chief Customer Experience Officer of MaaS Global, co-founder of it. So we are an actual live MaaS operator company. Here we are, the first time ever. And I'm going to be speaking about customer experience and what our customers feel MaaS should be for them. So a bit different approach. And testimonials from actual users, very first users from Helsinki, because we are now operating there as of last week pretty much. But before I dive into that, we like to start with a very simple question usually at these places. And that question is, how many of you still own a car? It's okay, don't be ashamed. I even still own a car. I would say 80–90%. The next question then is, how many of you actually drove that car today to get here? Maybe 10%. So I think we are on the verge of something. It's the right time to be speaking about a change or a disruption or something new. Because the system of traffic that we have today isn't working anymore. The car that we love, for sure, really they're still rusting on the street 96% of the time it's not used. And if we do try traffic, which is not good either. If we opt for the public transportation, we are waiting for the bus that never really arrives. Or we are just plain unhappy with the choices we are given, what's out there. So new innovative solutions are really desperately needed. And the system, the magic number we've heard at least 3 times today, 10 trillion euro market, that's 10,000 billion euros, is being reshaped. And in that market, all of us, each, from a toddler to the elderly, are spending 300 euros a month, every month, for our transportation needs. And what we maybe need to fix, or at least there's a great potential of changing things for, is that figure at the bottom. Out of the 300, 250 are now going into that privately owned car, which we really don't use. It's really hard to find a better place for increased efficiencies or opportunities for businesses, any businesses, I think. Changes on the way, that's why we are having a MaaS conference here today. It's been enabled by the things we've discussed today already and heard about, and these trends that are circling this picture here, and at the center, obviously, of it all is MaaS, i.e. us as a company. but anybody even as a concept. So we believe that this is a great opportunity for all of us to change things. What is MaaS was the PSC report came out, that's really great, you should look into it if you haven't already. MaaS consists of several layers that are needed for it to happen. You need to have the infrastructure in place, you need to have cities, the willingness of the cities as well, rails, roads, networks. You need to have very many great transportation providers operating the traffic. And then you need somebody serving the end user, the customer, aggregating all those great services and thinking about how to best serve the customer's needs. And that is where we operate as a company. We are a B2C company, and we want to be the best possible partner for the transport providers. We don't operate any transport ourselves. So we are dependent on everybody's goodwill here, really. And so as to the layers of MaaS in the DSC report, we are not a full stack MaaS operator, but really we do provide everything above of the transportation layer. So we do actually aggregate data, provide data to all parties. We plug in payment systems, journey planners, routing systems, and then bundle that together to the end user. What is the solution then? Well, it's fairly simple. There's good analogies there. We want to be the Netflix or Spotify of transportation. It's a simple idea. What if we could take all the possible modes of transportation that exist there? The boats, the ride shares, car shares, the ride share fleets, rental companies, buses, you name it. Let's bring it all together and offer it to the end user in a customized, tailored package based on their individual needs. And get this, let's offer it for a flat monthly fee, like Netflix does. Could we do this? That's what we aim to do. We aim to do this for our customers. And as I need to be speaking about the customer experience, let's take a brief look at who our customers are. We have identified several customer segments. Here as an example is Emmy, one of the first key targets. She's 28, so roughly a millennial. She's professional, earning enough money, not a student. Suburban, lives there, commutes daily to downtown. Very socially active, so she likes to get around, and happens to own a car. Question to us as a business is, how much is Amy now currently spending on her mobility needs? To understand that, we actually have to understand the cost of a car, and that's really weighed to our users, really weighed to any person, because there's so many sunken costs. There's the depreciation of value in cars, there's maintenance costs, there's all sort of licensing costs, insurance costs, on top of running the actual car. But it comes around to 5,000 euros a year. It's a sizable sum to something that Amy really doesn't use that much. What about her other needs? So she commutes daily to her office. So public transportation, around 1,200 euros a year. The car, it's a bit cheaper car than on average, so around 5,000 euros a year. And when she's out partying, meeting friends, she needs to take taxis, Ubers, etc. So around 480 euros a year. That comes down to close to 7,000 euros a year, and around 560, close to 600 euros a month. Remember, the average was 300 euros a month. She's already actually spending close to 600 euros a month. Business question to us as a MaaS operator: can we create a service or a package for Emmy that costs us less than 560 euros per use? Can we bundle in all the services, unlimited public transportation, enough taxis, enough car share, enough rentals, grocery deliveries, and other things she might require, so that her needs are fulfilled and met without her having to own the car that she does? This was the question. This was the basis of our business plan when we started. Well, I would say Yes, we can. We have just last week actually officially announced WIM, which is our solution to MaaS, which we believe is the world's first true MaaS solution. It's available at wimapp.com. We've been testing it since this summer in Helsinki, now really open for pre-orders, and we are delivering the application to the users October, in a few weeks, so no rush at all. And I'd like to show you a video of the application and how it works if we can make this thing. Can I have some? No sound? Can I pause? I can pause. I can speak. If not, I can just. There's a nice student, and her voice is nicer than mine, so. But if it takes. I actually can hear something from the speakers, but very long. Okay, never mind. What we have are different subscriptions for you as a user, providing you all your A's and all your B's, all your trips from a single application. Routing, tickets, payment, all integrated, even leasing options if you want a car. Travel options, you can search for routes, obviously, multimodal, and one-click confirmation. And then we guide you through the whole route with the switches and everything. The application learns, we are building in machine learning. It integrates with your calendar, obviously, so you can actually automatically start getting rides. Or if you feel like having a whim, you can just with one press of a button get a taxi, or a Uber, or a bus, or whatever it's there. And we are going to reward you for good behavior, so that means we are building experiences perks. So if you opt to take a bus for a week in a row, we might reward you with a Tesla for the week. And this is not just for the users. We want to create better environments, better cities, happier lives for all of us. Less hassle, more free time, happier living green cities. Those are the benefits for all. But I want to continue a bit, if I have time, I believe, into how we created MaaS. We are a customer-focused organization, so we co-created this service together with the customers. We asked them, we found out their needs, and I can now share their insights in what MaaS is to them, and also the first user experiences. How did we fulfill their needs? So first of all, what the users said. MaaS needs to be better than owning a car. It has to have it all. It has to have all the A's, all the B's, car share, bike share, from one single source, one app. Not 300 apps, 350 apps, one app. And this we have to achieve. If we are not better or as good as a car, people will still go on and buy the car. And we didn't achieve what we wanted to do. This is what the people said after having used it for a while. Good news for the OEMs, don't worry. People still love cars and they want access to cars. And in fact, the access needs to be really, really smooth. So we have to provide them journeys to get the car that they need when they need it. And then these multimodal routes, bike sharing, people want to bike to the train, as we heard. They also want to do that with their own bike, or whatever bike there is. Actually, they want to take all their existing assets and share them through this application. So sharing economy is also very strong in this game. Next, when we decided with them, they said, please don't give us another journey planner. I think there's 600 journey planners in the App Store. Because to be honest, planning for your daily commute is really, really dull. Nobody wants to do it, let's face it. They just want something that takes care of the trip, takes them from the A to B, so that they don't really have to think about it. And it has to provide a really great experience when it does it. True enough, people don't make rational choices when it relates to commutes or travel or trips. For example, taking a taxi is really the mood-based decision of it's taken on a whim. How convenient was it? But at other times, people do want to plan their trips. They want to first choose if they want to take a taxi or a bus. And at other times, same users is saying, please provide me with a route and please plan it for me. I don't want to choose today. Tomorrow I might want to choose. And in fact, they want an application that actually is proposing them journeys before they even think about it. So it has to be very contextually aware. So going towards that above and beyond the trip planner is needed. Payment. Who would like to pay? People don't want to think about buying individual tickets, they don't want to think about rates, fares, and trying to figure out how much am I going to spend on my mobility next year, next month. I don't want to think about it. They just want a monthly subscription that covers it all, which is great. That's our model. That's what we want to do. All the tickets issued from there conveniently. And they are ready to go towards the mobility subscriptions. Everything needs to be really simple because we users are really lazy. If it doesn't work, we stop using it immediately. This is our core, this is where we focus at. True enough, their testimonial is, it comes down to how intuitive personalized service you can build. It should actually know more about my needs than I do. And finally, we have entered the age of experience economy. People don't want to own the assets. They said, give us experiences instead. So if you think about it, why would I want to own an old crummy car when I could actually get access to several new cars? And just one more thing regarding the pilot. Might seem complicated, these things were discussed today. A lot of things might need to change. Seems like a lot of politics, a lot of hassle, mindships needs to change. Or maybe not. To have MaaS, all we need as a business really is access to the transportation modes. All we actually want to do is buy trips from you. So if you please will sell us trips, we can sell them to our customers. And then we can have Wing Live in West Midlands in 2016. Thank you.
I'm very excited. On Monday, I signed up, registered my interest in MaaS Global. I looked on my email on Monday morning, and there was an invitation to submit some more details. I thought, hey, I'm going to get this app. No, it's just good research, I think, on your company. So that's MaaS Global.